So if I'm a wealthy boomer or a really rich Xer, and I know about crypto, I'm pretty based already. I can buy Ethereum and Bitcoin, but legally, a lot of these institutions, these companies have had a very hard time actually getting into Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? And it's a sort of thing where more companies, more countries, more I would say like rich individuals have Bitcoin over Ethereum, just because it's been a lot more easier and the namesake's a lot better. Like I don't blame a guy that's 65, 68, 70 not to know what Ethereum is, right? I mean, Bitcoin, I mean, you'd have to be living on a rock not to know what Bitcoin is, right? But so you have this whole thing where you have a lot more, you have countries, you've had more major hacks happen on Bitcoin that, the amount that's held on balance sheets on countries' balance sheets and on companies' balance sheets is damn near almost zero for Ethereum. So this whole thing is now that Ethereum is going to be more widely available for people to start buying Ethereum, you're going to start. It's kind of like they haven't even loaded up their bags yet on Ethereum versus Bitcoin.
The best tweets from the ETH maxis when Bitcoin was getting sold off in the last cycle low was Germany doesn't have any Ethereum to sell. The United States doesn't have any Ethereum to sell. Right. The Bitcoin miners don't have any Ethereum to sell. I was like, good point.
Yeah.
Very good point.
And that's going to be but they're eventually going. So after this, they're going to have Ethereum to sell, but they have to acquire them back to sell.
The biggest entity that I think has a giant bag of Ethereum that like hasn't said shit yet is Goldman Sachs. Because in the bear market in 2022, they came out with a report basically saying Ethereum is the best. And I was just like, interesting. But they put it out there when nobody was paying attention to shit. And so I was like, smart. So they kind of announced their position before announcing actually their position, which is just kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy thing, but like, so I'm not saying there isn't no Ethereum in some of these balance sheets, but it's very small or kept very hidden versus Bitcoin. Like there's like a Bitcoin rich list. People know like certain individuals who have it's very, very public and well known and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.